Just going to put some oil in the car. If you've just joined, we will be doing Manufacturers Cup. I think we're trying to get 88 points or better, because we've got the Nuremberg round, which I don't typically do well at. So I want to make this round a good one. So we're just a minute away from entering the competition. We'll get 15 minutes of warm up. I just did 20 plus minutes on inters, so at the moment that's all my time is based on is intermediate tyres. I was at the point where I probably could have gone on to softs to get a better time, but this race is all going to be about how you survive the wet with all the other lunatics around you. Another less than a minute and then we can tick in. So I'm in the Jag for this series. I think next round is Sardegna, and then Group 3, and then Bathurst Group 4. Final round is Nürburgring Hell Group 3. So I don't know whether you kept up to date with how I went last week, but I got lucky in a very high points lobby. Did poorly, but got terrific points. So we can start. Just check that you're now accepting error entries. So DRS are affected. Use whatever tyre you want, provided it's medium soft. The idea is we'll run the inters until the track dries or they start to show some decent wear, and then we'll jump into the pits, go onto the softs. Because I figure with full field of cars, it will create a dry line pretty quickly. So I've already got inters set. So there was my quickest time on inters. Track was drying out, 37.399. 2 times ahead of me. I don't know what condition of track they were set on, so you can't get too bent out of shape about it. As you can see, pretty wet. Cheating. Control on 3 while I'm in the wet. So yeah, you lost sense of security, think, oh, it's not too bad, and then you get to this part of the track and the rain comes through. Rain. Oh, we're loose. That was fortunate. Could have been a lot worse. See the moisture bar on the bottom left there, just under 2/3. ideally once it gets to 1/3, should be able to change up to tyres, being softs. Don't want to head out there too much. I'll be short shifting a bit too. I had hoped someone else was streaming this race early just to get a bit of an idea of how it's going to maybe turn out, but no one's posted it from what I can see from my usual sources. So you can't afford any extra blip on the throttle. Let me just bring up my screen here. Damage does go away, so you can see the weather pattern potentially going to come out of rain. I believe it'll come back. There you go, we're right in the middle of a dry island. That may catch a few out who might think, alright, let's go in. For this period we need to probably chase the wet part of the track. We've got a pretty good rooster tail out the back too. terrain again. Don't know whether that shortcut's viable there. I'm expecting the same conditions for the race, but I really don't know. Hey Kelpie, good thanks, how are you? Could be the race from hell. My intention is to stay well away from everyone, but you know what it's like when you get into a race, you just think, right, I'm not going to let them pass. Or there's a position I can make. At the end of the day, you want to be competitive and just not driving around the back. One more lap in. Curve is no friend, got to keep off that. Everything into the rain. Yeah, I've seen my grandson. He's not very experienced with GT7, but he did a lot better on controller than on my wheel. It sort of gave me a good appreciation for how controller plays. can be quicker. I'd say laps pretty much predominantly rain. Lap 5 was probably the lull in the rain. To see whether there's penalties in play for that. Won't find out now. But I don't mind this track in the rain. Ask me in 20 minutes, so it might be different. So Steve, I know, somewhat. Gee, a lot of Japanese drivers. Thank you. Excuse me. Some big point races up there. What's the points table? No, it's not bad. Not bad. Qualifier, we're going to be in the dry, maybe. Yes, we are. Let's make sure I change that at the other end. Yeah, I used to be able to get one wheel on the other side of that sausage curve, but I haven't been able to do it of late. Thanks, Scotty, Chief Engineer, glad you're on board. Just the outlet. I'd like to see myself on the podium too, but I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, come on, man. Well, that's not good. trying to get me in here. Namely, that guy. Look at his head. I had a feeling that when I went past him originally, he swerved to get me. He's bailed out now. Well, this lap will just have to be a banker. Just hope we're nowhere near him on track. But not to him here. The Jag F-Type. What are we going to get? 35? 34, 14. That did it. Nothing. Oh, is he? So that's showing nothing. It could be different for the race, isn't it? Yep, they are. I probably could have gone another lap, couldn't I? I just wanted to make sure I got on the tyres. So if we're 14th, we're going to get 166 points, at worst 154 for crash and burn. Only upwards from there. So my worst round was first round. I only got 88 points. So I feel like I'm getting them dishonestly because it's only because I'm in high points lobby. I guess them the breaks. $132s, 33s. Who was the guy that tried to take me out? I'm 15th now. Yeah, you can sign up today, Zav. Sign up. Yeah, we're going rain. Definitely going rain. Just check we are on Inters. Yes, we are. Triple check. Was it this guy that tried to take me out? P8? I think it was. Hopefully we're away from him anyway. Yep, thank you. I'll probably still chat anyway, but depends on how focused I need to stay. Well, I will anyway under the wet weather. Thanks, Sav. Thanks, Del. A lot of these are A guys too. Probably A pluses on second profiles, which I'm guilty of. Not an A pluser, but an A. Steve did well, P7. Here's my friend. Hey, no pressure. G'day, be joking. Thank you. Not expecting to set any world records here, so I haven't put a high expectation on myself, other than I just want to do well. As you know, once the green light or flag drops, all those common sense thoughts go out the window. right behind us. Start behind the corner. I reckon he's gone. Cautious there. Right behind me is very twitchy. Oh, he's gone. Off you go, mate. You can have it. These two behind me behind. Go, Angus. Got to push and shove there. my mates here. Only 2 cars ahead. Only 4 cars ahead. Okay, that's twice. He's gone out wide, poor bugger. Where the track dries, and then we're going to get another bit of rain. Uh-oh. Here he is. Thank you, I wasn't looking at the wear. We're all chasing the water now. Here comes the rain again. Worry about this dude behind me. obviously quick, but he's unstable. And we've got the dude in front of us. He's just unstable. I'm not talking about his car driving either. I got out of show me, got worse. Trying to miss me. No, this is manufacturer's Angus. So this is round 3 of 6. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Bathurst one. I was hanging in alright. I had time to even look at the weather. Yeah, Bathurst will be Group 4. Yeah, I just had a look before. I thought, yeah, halfway. This pack looks a bit dangerous to be part of, doesn't it? They're not giving you room. Be nice to me. Well, a couple have gone in. Oh, they're on wets, that's why. Thank you. Yeah, I see what you mean. Softs aren't going to last that long, are they? Yeah, you can use softer meds. Someone's come out on soft. Speed. We're pulling pace on them. Yeah, I didn't realise how good it was looking there, Del. Thanks for pointing that out. Soft guys are catching us now. Crash behind us back there. Right, we're going mediums. That's what all racers do, is play the slot machine. Yeah, I reckon. Oh, we got 100 points, 3 in a row. Oh, what am I doing? I shouldn't be putting fuel on, idiot. happy with my lotto winnings. Don't believe so. I believe that rain's gone based on the weather pattern I saw last time. A friend behind me. Yep, first attempt. Oh mate, don't give me the rub. Feel like doing that. Hey Rez, thank you. Appreciate all the likes. Crash and burner there. I think that's the way this Subaru driver is. He's pushing his mate here as well. See ya. I've not been good over those curbs last 2 laps. Tyres are going to be good. Don't bounce out. Dell, get the plates out, nuts and bolts. G'day, Mr. Wilco and Chase, if he's there. Wet at the start, so I think what we go 12 laps by the look of it. On inters, fair enough. We've made up a lot of spots through attrition. Yeah, I hope so. Maintaining the gap to P11. It's twice we've come off the dry line there. Go away half a second. Yeah, it sucks that the GT1 is so late. That's why I haven't done it for so long. So for the Kiwi, he's had, what, Scotty, 3 hours onto that, makes it midnight for them. So there's only one other Aussie in it, that's Steve. He's currently in P3. I think he's made up 3 spots. Yeah, coming up the difficult part of the track here. Alright, one more corner. P3 for Steve, well done. Well, at the start of the day I didn't think I'd get a 10th, so I'm very happy with that. I think it was clean for us. I don't think we caused anyone an accident or we got hit a couple of times. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Didn't even look at the points that far up the ladder, to be honest, so keen to see what that is. We started 15th. So we were, a DR still went down. That's alright. 190 points, yeah. Oh, it's nice of him to apologise. I don't think he upset us that much. Yeah, look at the leaders, they're miles ahead. But that was a good lobby for me to be in. So that's good. So that means I'm dropping my first round at this stage. Based on that being 88, I still got Nuremberg, the final round to do. So we don't need to go again, but we'll jump into some lobbies if you guys are keen. Gold. No. So has anyone got one up, or we got to find one? So we lost 315 points out of that. Oh, there we go. Angus is on the ball. Group 4 at Bathurst. Yeah, I've got 1,284 up my sleeve there, Scotty. So I'll be back to B by the time this is finished. Well, I got two cars the same, 651 P and 636 stock, not touched. Hey, Harren, how are you, buddy? Do you want me to tell you what tyres it is, Angus? Let me have a look. Bathurst. It'll be medium tyres at Bathurst for this Group 4 race. And the race is 2 times fuel, 4 times tyre for 13 laps. Not that I expect we'll do 13 laps today. This is round 5. So I think Angus got it as. Angus, can we change the fuel and tyres? And mediums? Sorry to be picky. Yeah, of manufacturers, yeah. Round 5. Group 4. 13 laps, medium tyres, 2 fuel, 4 tyres. Thanks, Angus. Good man, thank you. Tyres are medium, did you change that? If not, doesn't matter, I'll race on that anyway. Get used to it. Alright, he's doing it. Thank you. Legend. Don't worry, I do that all the time. you're actually on hards, Angus. It'll be interesting to see what the tyre wear is after 8. Don't worry, Angus, it gets better as you get older. Not. Years ago, I actually won a race at Bathurst in manufacturers. I think I was in the Ferrari for Paul. Long time ago. Thought we would have had more come into Bathurst. So it's going to be about a 30-minute race. Round 5. During the week we'll probably practice Dignat A a little bit for Group 3. Sorry Walker, I should have got out of your way a bit more. So you're going to get away with that one. I'll put the room code up if anyone wants to join. YSV402, all lowercase letters. Anyone wanting to join Group 4, medium tyres. We're just doing 8 laps. Practice for round 5, 2 rounds away. I've already done round 3 today. Picked up 190 points for 10th spot. G'day, Pistol. Didn't realise it was that late. Wow. I said it was only 4. Bathurst 1 hour on tomorrow. Probably opens 1:30. Cater for Mother's Day. Start racing at 2. It's the lobby built beforehand. It's open to all clean, good races of any standard. Group 3 car of your choice. And some of the regular fast guys may be missing, so a good chance to potentially get a win. But you do need to have voice on. If you don't want to talk, that's fine, but you need to be able to hear the random pace car when it's called. Comes up 0.4. So a terrible final sector. Oh, sorry, I've got collected someone else as well. Sorry, Angus. I was into the practice anyway. Try and catch up to young Wilco now. Oh, that'd be awesome. I might outrun me down the straight. I'm not. I want to ask him to sponsor up and coming YouTube influencer, their pistol. Problem is I'd have to drive Ferrari all the time, wouldn't I? Nothing wrong with that, but there he goes. He goes. Oh, that's cool. The last company I worked for, they used to go to the Grand Prix. Used to usually get a corporate ticket there, which is great fun. Probably the best one I ever had was the V8s at Gold Coast. My boss was doing some work with Mick Doohan, and he got us into his corporate box. Oh no, it wasn't Mick, it was someone else. They're a Gold Coast developer. And the units across the track, you know, was rented out by some young blokes. And had a couple of shirt lifters come in. Which they're not supposed to do under their leaves. And the building was owned by the guy that we were with. Yeah, I never got to have a hot lap at Bathurst. I had one at Calder with Nick Percat. I was strapped into the back on the top of the fuel tank. Walking between the roll cage. It was a harsh ride. Still got Mick Dillon's phone number in the phone, although he may have changed the number by now. Actually, I'm not going to give it out to anyone. I don't even know why I've kept it now. Wilco 216, nice lap. Joining, thinking they're going to get manufacturers, you're going to have to scroll back. I've already done the race. It was wet for about 12 laps. So P15, I was in P10, through other people running off track for each other. A clean race. You get knocked around a little bit, but not off track. Wilco, you should do pretty well. In this round. You're knocking out the 216s. Oh, lovely. Awesome, that's great, Pistol. Gonna start driving the Ferrari on that track and practice, practice, practice. There's a couple of internationals, so you might just have to limit that to Aussie Kiwi, depending on how they feel about postage. Tire's going to be alright for manufacturers, 12 laps. Not going to be too bad, I don't think. Dell, you finally made it. There you go, racer. Yeah, that's right, Mickey. I went about 12 laps on Inters. Traction control 3 for me. A couple went in pits a lap or two earlier. And then I came out on mediums, some went on softs. The mediums lasted okay. Softs might have been a little bit average, but worth throwing up a lobby and testing that theory with the softs. Yep, that's it. I started 15th and finished 10th. And basically only really passed maybe one or two cars, but the rest all fell off the track, so a bit of patience is required. It's only myself and Steve that were the only two Aussies in the race. Mainly Japanese. I think there might have been an Indonesian racer in there. I had one dirty one in qualifying. caught up to him in the race, but I never passed him. Not that I could have, but I'm happy not to get involved with him again. So he's 11 seconds up the road. So if you're still there, Mickey, this is round 5 at Bathurst, Group 4 on medium tyres that we're practicing at the moment. Tyres ×4, fuel ×2. Yeah, we're doing Group 4 at the moment, just to practice. We've still got Sardinia next week in the Group 3s, but a few of the guys are only going to do this round. Group 4 is a little bit, something a little bit different from the Group 3s. Sure, I want to do well here. It's a little bit better than 218s. Well done, Wilco. Cayman's very good. Just 10 on a light. Yeah, there's no sign of that, Wilco. Because you're UK, aren't you, Mickey? Yeah, that'd be good. Thanks, Mickey, for your sub. Thank you. What were your tyres like, Wilco? Yeah, whatever you want to do, Angus, I don't mind. You decide. Pistol, maybe we should do that anyway. Everyone should try and match up their Ferrari to the Ferrari challenge. Just if those guys ever see the race, they at least they might appreciate the effort that we put into it. What, 12 seconds on the last race, on the last lap? 1 minute 12. Yeah, Delaby in the TT, back it in. Oh, 12 laps on tyres, gotcha, sorry. I'm with the program. The Ferrari challenge is the real thing. And Pistol Pete's been able to get some merch from Ferrari, which will go to the winners in our Ferrari race at Interlagos next week. I assume that we can all Google the cars that are in the real Ferrari challenge. I think it'd only be the right thing to do. Just try and mirror some of those liveries. Hopefully Ferrari will see the video and see that we appreciate their support. Yeah, that's fine, Angus. Appreciate you doing the lobby. I should get through there quick. Okay, you are so quick. That bloody TT behind me now. There he goes. cool. When you said Josh, I thought you meant GT Lad, but it's obviously the name of your mate. So a bit slow on the uptake there. It's a problem trying to read while you race, you don't comprehend everything. No, that's all good. You can pull all that off, that's brilliant. Just adds another level of excitement to the race. That will end the series, really. The other thing to consider is, depending on what comes our way, whether we hold a Ferrari challenge over a few weeks, maybe try and mirror their championship. Gee, 6-second penalty there, Angus, that's decent. Yeah, Dell was quick to get past the lap. Or 14.8 for Dell, 14.368 for Wilco. Very quick, guys, well done. Angus, you got a 2:14.6. Or did you take a shortcut? Yep. Not that I'm doubting your speed, but the 6-second penalty sort of gave it away. So Angus has got to go. So thanks, Angus, for hosting. I might call it quits there as well, guys. Thanks very much for joining. Thanks to my race engineer, Scotty Mack, for the manufacturers, and Dell. So back on Monday for the new dailies. We'll need to rock out at Big Willow for Group 4s is what I reckon race B is going to be. So have a good Sunday, and we'll see you then.